Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform. This is Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on all the activities happening in Biafran territory. Before we discuss today's issue, for those of you, who have been doubting about the referendum voting still ongoing in Biafran land, this is just a part clip of just a tip of the iceberg. If we start releasing clips of what is happening in Biafran land concerning the referendum voting and how Biafrans, are so happy to participate in this historic event, you will be shocked. This is a footage of the ongoing referendum voting currently in Biafran land. We'll discuss.
The Republic of Biafra. Long live the people of Biafra. This is our voting ongoing. Happily, people are casting their vote. We say long live Biafra. As we are casting our vote, we are hoping to be free from this suppression, from this maltreatment. When we shall be free from the country where we don't belong, where we have been suppressed to live like pauper. Our voting is going on. Our voting is going on. Our voting is going on. This is to show that our people are really ready to cast their vote. And the vote casting is ongoing, and we are all happy about it. Long live the Republic of Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, we heard it. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Just as you can see, the vote casting is ongoing. All hail Biafra. Happily, the people are coming out to cast their vote.
No, what do they make noise? What in the world now?
Many are saying that the Biafrans are not willing to live, to be on their own. What you are seeing today is just to prove.
So for those of you that are still doubting, about the Biafran referendum voting in the homeland, Biafran land, Unujisike, continue doubting. They play as the case may be. People are really happy. People are joyous, to be part of this historic event that is coming up, for every Biafra in Biafran land. This is something worth celebrating. And kudos to the man of the moment. Kudos to the man that has actually made this possible. It's actually baffling to know that someone like the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, is cooking and is really cooking hard for Biafran freedom. It is not easy. It took him just few years to get there. Something that, a lot of people have been doing for so many years. We can finally celebrate. We can finally say that the freedom that we have been seeking, that we have been praying and clamoring for, is coming as soon as possible. And that is just the reality But straight up to the video of the day. I'm not going to talk much on this particular issue because this issue is a baffling issue, and it is an issue that even till now I just feel that this so-called contraption, that we are in currently, presently, called Nigeria is a joke. Nigeria is a joke. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria, like I always say, is a big joke. And if it's not yet a joke to you, then you are still playing. You are still sitting on a bicycle. How can the police come out and say that the intended protest that is going to come, the youth of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, are trying to embark on a protest, to speak out concerning what is going on in the country, concerning the hunger, concerning the poverty, and concerning the government of the country. Excuse me. And the police have come out to issue a warning to criminalize a protest, an intended protest that has not yet happened. That is a door open for them to buy the youth again. Do not forget that the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, warned every true Biafran youth to desist and avoid this protest. If truly you are a Biafran and a true son of the soil, way back again at this protest. You have no business with this protest. The same energy you're using to go for that protest, use that same energy to fight for the freedom of your people, because Biafra is the surest bet at this point in time. The corruption in Nigeria will not allow Nigeria to rest. The corruption in Nigeria will not allow Nigeria to be a better place, except you buy all of them, except you destroy all of them. You will never, that country will never come out of the corrupt practices that they are embarking and engaging on. But meanwhile, let us hear the full analysis of that event. Please enjoy this broadcast and make sure you share this broadcast to as many groups and platforms as possible.
To be, of course, this coming Sunday, I am using this medium to invite every Biafran to get ready to welcome the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, to France. Get your dancing shoes ready to welcome the PM and support him for the coming of Biafra on 21st of this month of July 2024. And of course, our beloved sister Nwada Deolamma is the one hosting that very event. Now let us listen to the zoo police, who has confirmed that protesting in the zoo has become a criminal offense. In fact, not just becoming a criminal offense, they have said that those who will be protesting or those calling for protest are nothing but terrorists and bandits. So if Omoyele Sowore is calling for protest, he has been seen as a terrorist. If Charlie Boy is calling for protest, he is now a bandit. If Peter Obi is calling for protest, he is now a terrorist. If anybody, I said anybody, is calling for protest in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, consider yourself a terrorist, and the zoo police and the army will treat you as one. It's quite unfortunate that I didn't see that very WhatsApp. I saw one, is it WhatsApp or Twitter, Twitter space, where some idiots who claim to be Igbos were there with some zoo animals talking about protest. I will search for it. As I play this video, I'm going to look for that very video so that you can see how idiotic some of these our people could be. Yes. So let's listen to this police commissioner in Zamfara and hear what he has to say.
If there is instability, you are likely to be affected by it more than any other person too. You are the ones that have something you can lose when there's crisis. I'm calling you issues that are currently going on. That is the plan by some people to embark on it. I want to say that the idea is ill-informed, more especially in Zamfara state. We are suffering from bandit attacks in the villages. So if the cities that remain now are shot, that means the whole society is shot. I want to let you know that.
First of all, you must understand that they are panicking. The reason why I made this video bigger is for you to see the facial expression, the facial expression, for you to see the way this man is shaking, for you to see the panic, for you to feel it. I want you to see that they are in a very hot seat. They are in a very hot seat. They are panicking. And in Cape Azua, with this panic, they will come heavily against anybody they see. I am not discouraging the zoo youths not to protest. I want you to pay attention to me. I am not in any way discouraging the zoo youths from marching on the street of the zoo. My problem is that no Biafran must join the protest. No Biafran, not even one person. Not even one person. You all saw what happened during the ENSAS. You saw how they massacred our people. And more than 70% of those murdered in cold blood are Biafrans. More than 70% of them. Are you paying attention? So we cannot allow ourselves to be used as sacrificial lamb any longer. We can't. That time has come and gone. We must not allow that to happen again. Let them carry their crosses. Let them carry their crosses. Let them lie on the bed that they made for themselves. The only focus for all Biafrans as it stands today is freedom. Total exit from the zone called Nigeria. Total exit. Outright freedom. Let's continue.
Most of the people that are calling for this protest as bandits, illegal miners, and unemployed youths who want to seize the opportunity to break people's shops and carry their property. So, employed us. Most of the people, I want to let you know that most of the people that are calling for this protest are criminals.
Did you hear that? He said, most of the people, I want to let you know, according to this man, Shehu, he's a Fulani man, the police commissioner of Zamfara State, that I want to let you know, most of the people calling for protest today are criminals, bandits, armed robbers. Where are those names? That is how police of the zoo has seen anybody talking about protest in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom today. And you will be treated as one. I'm talking to Biafrans. Any Biafran planning to embark on any protest with the zoo, consider yourself done and dusted. And if anything happens to you, you die for Sarah. You die Sarah. Sarah, you know what it be Sarah? You first of all ask, those Biafrans murdered in cold blood during NSAS, who has been held accountable for them today? And their minds were, their thoughts was to make Nigeria better, to end bad governance. And that happened 2020, 4 years ago. Since then till today, has Nigeria better? Has Nigeria better? Has Nigeria become better than the way it was? Rather, it is becoming worse. And now, who pay for the crime being committed by the zoo soldiers and police during that very time? Who is paying that crime today? Nobody. Those people die Sarah. Now, who is held accountable? Nobody. Was there any compensation to the families of those that lost their loved ones? There is no compensation. There is nothing like that whatsoever. No compensation whatsoever. Even many of them are still languishing in various jails and cells of the zoo today, as I'm talking to you. Many of them have been there for 4 years, no trial. No trial. So I'm asking my fellow Biafrans, now that they are panicking because what happened during the NSAS is still very, very fresh in their mind. They know how the zoo was almost tumbled during the NSAS, and now they are out to quench it before it starts. If anything happens, this way you will be a fool to say, if I buy for my country, no problem, for the better future. I'm asking those that buy during the NSAS, what is the future lies today? What does the future? What is the future of the zoo that they applied for today? What is the future today? The future is completely destroyed by these same evil men and women who parade themselves as politicians. So that means they died for nothing. Sarah. It is better I fight for my freedom for Biafra. If I die fighting for my freedom, I will be happy, knowing fully well that this is an ideology, runs through our blood, runs through our vein, that those who are following me will still get that freedom finally, at last, because they will fight on the same way we are fighting on when others have already gone. We will fight on because it's an ideology, knowing fully well that one day, one very good day, Biafra will be standing within the Committee of Nations all around the globe. So if anybody is down for Biafra, you would know that yes, you are fighting for your faith, for something that you believe in, not fighting for zoo that belongs to Fulani. And you think that your blood will be used as a sacrifice to make the zoo better. Shame on any Biafran who thinks that way, or who will join anything called protest in the Zoological Republic. Now let's continue listening to this fool.
But most of the people that are calling for this protest are criminals, bandits, illegal miners, armed robbers, and unemployed youths who want to break people's homes and carry their property.
You see the way they reason? Can you now see their mentality? Can you feel how they reason, how they think? Unemployed youth. Are you not ashamed as part of the government that has failed to provide you jobs for the youths? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You are facing the camera. All the national televisions are there. TVC is there. Channels Television is there. NTA is there. Arise News is there. All of them are there, including Saverbird. And you are not ashamed. I'm talking to Shehu, the police commissioner of Zamfara State. Aren't you ashamed of yourself that you are facing the camera saying that people who want to protest against bad governance are unemployed youths? Why are they unemployed in the first place? That is the question everybody should be asking you. Why are they unemployed in the first place? And you are saying, you are even mocking them. You are making jest of them. You are mocking them that they are the ones who want to protest. Are they employed, yet at the same time they want to protest? Like, seriously? You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself. This is the mentality of the country. Who do not know when they campaign rigorously. They campaign rigorously, giving you all kinds of promises in the world. You believe that when they come there, that they are going to enthrone justice, equity, and fairness. You never know that they are coming there to sideline justice, sideline equity, sideline fairness, sideline job opportunities and job creations for the citizens, and make your life miserable. During the campaign, you see them eating corn and maize. You see them eating maize on the street, carrying little babies, walking around the market, hugging market women. Wait after the election. Once the result is announced through the winner wins through their criminality and rigging, you will never see them again. Once they go into that office, it is over. Shikina Maburundi Hausa is over. You will never see them, and the next time you will see them is in the next 4 years. In the next 4 years, when they will come again to give you 1,000 naira to 2,000 naira. Back in the days, it used to be 50 naira. Then from 50 naira, they went to 100 naira. From 100 naira, it became 200. Now, even 1,000 is not enough because the economy has been broken down. Now they have to pay 2,000. You think now gonna maduso? You are with somebody. How long will people be wise enough? I've told the zoo youths, the best thing for you is to fight for your freedom. If you are from Oduduwa, fight for your freedom. If you are from Arewa, fight for your freedom. If you are from Middle Belt, oh my goodness me, this is an opportunity. I wonder why all of them are just keeping quiet, folding their hands, watching Biafrans to get freedom so that they will see if it's going to work, so that they can start for agitating for their own. Don't you know that this is your best opportunity, because Biafrans have already taken the lead? Biafrans have taken the lead. Why can't you join? Why can't you join? You want to go and protest. You are using Kenya, for example. Yes, they massacred innocent Kenyans. Many of them were sent to judgment. Many of them are arrested. But at least you can't compare it with what happened during the NSAS. Thousands of innocent youths were murdered in cold blood during the NSAS. What happened? Kenya, they were counting over 20 people, and everywhere was set ablaze. In the zoo, thousands. Mad people everywhere.
So, in essence, if we join this strike as Zamfara said, we are worsening the situation. What we need now in Zamfara is synergy between the armed forces, the civil populace, to see how we can restore normalcy, not anything that will aggravate the situation. If you are a Muslim, you know. And in the Bible also it is there. The Holy Quran, God said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu.
And they will listen to him. Oh. You see the people in Zamfara there will listen to him. People who are suffering from banditry and terrorism of the Fulani herdsmen. They will listen to this idiot who, even this man, sometime in the past, couple of months ago, let's say 2 or 3 months ago, this man was seen on video lamenting how people in the government are sponsoring terrorism in Zamfara state. I use that very video for exposition. Many of you, I believe, listen to me. This same man, MD Shehu, the police commissioner of Zamfara state, he is the one seen on that video lamenting and crying how politicians and village head and the member of House of Assembly from Zamfara state are the people who are sponsoring terrorism in Zamfara state. This same man. I believe some of you are listening to that. So now, many of them will listen to him and they will say, no. Our commissioner has said that let's not protest. But they are also buying in the hands of the Fulani terrorists.
أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم فإن تنازعتم في شيء فردوه إلى الله ورسوله إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله ويوم ذلك خير وأحسن تأويلا. Leadership comes from God. That's what the Quran is saying. And it is necessary for us to obey God and obey our leaders. If you do anything that affects government, probably if you don't understand what is the meaning of government means the people, not anybody else. So if you are planning anything against government, something big against the entire society, because the government is constituted by the people and the populace that elected the government to be what it is. We have to obey our leaders is God Almighty. If there is anything we can do to them, is to advise them where they go wrong. We advise them to change the way they do things.
You see?
And more so, let me be very frank with you. The issue of hunger in this country is not caused by government.
No, it's not.
Last year, But
it's not caused by the government, it's caused by me. It is actually the issue of hunger in the zoo is caused by me, not by government, is by me. Chai alomelo. Like when they no chichi. This man no chichi police. He's the police commissioner of Zamfara, the number one person, the number one police officer in Zamfara state is the man you are seeing on your screen. He's one telling you that the issue of hunger is not caused by the government, so it's caused by me. Okay, now listen to him and say and see who caused the hunger.
Caused by government.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, bandits all over northern Nigeria refused to allow 85% of our farmers access to their farms.
Did you? This shameless man, this very shameless individual, said that last year, that bandits from all northern Nigeria refused to allow the farmers access to the farm. Bandits, and you have a government, you have police, you have the army. Gun-wielding bandits, as they call them, refuse citizens, terrorists, refuse citizens access to their farmlands. Many of them are being paid to go to farmland. Many of the villagers pay some of 20,000 naira last year to go to the farm. And the so-called government is aware of this. And this chief security officer, I don't want to, nobody should tell me that governors are chief security officers of the state. There's nothing like that. As far as police is still under the federal government, all the police commissioners are the chief security officers of the states, not the governors. Now, the supposedly chief security officer of the state is one telling you that the bandits refuse the people that he is in charge of their security access to their farmlands. That is what caused hunger this year. Can you imagine? Can somebody just imagine this fool? And they want me, a very civilized mind like me, to be in one in one union with this type of people. Like, seriously? You're expecting a very civilized mind like me to be in a union with this type of minds, with this type of people, that the chief security officer of the state telling you that the reason why there is food scarcity this year is because bandits refused their own people to go to farm last year, and he was there as the chief security officer with his AK-47 and everything, and his men that are under his command. You have the effrontery, you have the face to come to the camera and tell the whole world the reason why there is hunger. Not because of bad government, but it's because bandits did not allow your citizens to go to farm where you are the chief security officer. Hey, alo melo munem, alo melo munem. Now there is something that I want us to see. I don't know if I have to continue with this very video analysis. Let me show you something very, very, very important. Let me show you something from our Prime Minister of the Ďèàďļïêṣ, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njọ.